Hello, hello, and welcome to D&D Episode 2. Tonight we are planning a prison escape. Will we escape tonight or not? Who knows? We'll see. Currently we're just waiting on our buddy Kirk to get on so we can start. He's the DM. I can't start without him. So while we wait, we'll hang out in the chat. We'll talk a little bit. So yeah, we got with us we got AJ and Simon
Do
here
you like
at
it?
the moment. So
Oh, he loves it. I think Isaac
Yep.
is Isaac
Kirk
talking to his
said
stream.
he's
Can you
running
hear
a
him?
bit late. He'll be
Does
around
he ever like
7:30.
go on? Does he ever just like go crazy on your leg?
But yeah, let's get into
Like
it.
what? What do you mean go crazy? Like scratches?
No. Like he just like humps the shit out of your leg.
He doesn't have balls anymore, so he
Oh,
doesn't hump anymore.
I just unmuted.
he still humps. He just does it in secret.
I lied. He humped his bed a couple times, but then he shit on it, so now he doesn't have a bed.
What else?
Maybe that's his fetish, just like OBJ. He's just into that shit.
I think he has to go outside.
I mean, unfair. Like, who doesn't hump their bed? You know.
Tell him to go
Who doesn't
outside.
hump their bed? You know.
Bags. I mean, you're right. Like, I mean, if you did a UV light or a black light over my bed, you'd find some stuff.
100%, bro. You ran a UV light over my bed, I'd probably go to jail.
Why? Because there's kids on the bed?
A few.
Oh, me and Kurt got We Were Here Forever, and we played it 2 times, and then he got angry at it.
What was it?
It's called We Were Here Forever. It's like a co-op puzzle game.
I've never heard of this.
It's fun, but like it's kind of hard. It'll upset you.
We only played that SWAT team game once.
Oh, fucking Ready or Not?
Yeah.
Dude, do you want to get on that?
I don't think we have time now. We got 2 minutes till Kirk says he's supposed to be on, but we could do that. We could stream that. That'd be fun.
Ready or Not's fun as fuck. We don't play PC like that because since COD came out.
Yeah.
COD's been the new move so far.
Yeah, bro. COD's in the meta.
I'm just waiting for WWE 23 to come out.
You don't like 2K22 anymore?
No, they don't have Bray Wyatt in it.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, you could download one.
I don't want to download a fake ass Bray Wyatt.
Fair enough.
I just want to play as the Fiend and be happy.
There we go. See the chat now, so if anybody comes in, they can talk to them.
Oh my goodness.
They had Shawn Michaels dirty with his overall in that game.
It's because it's the 2022 or 2021 version of Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, I know, but still, like, gosh, they could at least made him an 80, a 79.
And the picture is so dirty.
Yeah, the picture's awful.
Oh man.
I have to remove him from the Hall of Fame for that one. just like they did to Hulk Hogan for being racist.
He's still in the Hall of Fame. He's just
they reinstated him. Because, you know, what you gonna do, brother?
I can never find the right spot for me.
He just didn't want his daughter dating someone black, unfortunately.
Yeah, what a man.
All right, and moving on.
Was it like the whole NWO thing, like black and white? Like, what's up with that?
Well, the NWO thing was just their colors, but they didn't have.
Yeah, but I mean, still, like, if you didn't like the color that bad, why did you wear it?
That's actually fucking hilarious.
All right, I think we're gonna move on from this topic now.
It works for me. I mean,
uh, so what about them Bills?
All right.
Kirkson.
Let's go.
All right.
I'm gonna pull up my porn. I mean, D&D.
Hold on. I got to fix my headset situation.
Hello.
Hello. Oh my
Hey, babe.
God. Hello.
All right, sweet.
Uh,
You guys ready?
Yeah.
yes.
I just gotta open up my character sheets.
Good to go.
Oh God, I shit myself right now.
Cookies with Abby. And we didn't have eggs, so it took me 10 minutes to figure out an egg substitute that wasn't applesauce or mashed bananas. There's something fucking close.
Let me fix the color of this. It's hard to see. There we go. Make my Twitter
I
handle.
think this session should take the whole time. It depends on how fast you guys get through things.
Trust me, I'm fast.
Maybe a little flushed out yet. Some will come on you. How's Daddy AJ? Is he a phone? Got his phone, sweet.
Yeah, he's
Sweet.
Hey.
Alexa,
Are you
only to 100%. I'd open
Bubba
my
Isaac?
YouTube and play some ominous dungeon music.
What's that, Kirk?
Are you streaming right now, Isaac?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay, cool. I just wondered about your connection, but it sounds pretty good.
Yeah, no, we're good. The problem
I'm just pulling
before
up the
was
character
the
sheets.
microphone, and I changed it, so it should be no problem this time.
Well, what's your YouTube?
SuccNasty.
Oh, SuccNasty. Okay, that makes more sense.
As soon as I asked you about it, it sounds like it went to shit, so
It
probably
used to be
doesn't
Sucker
probably
Show,
need to
but it's SuccNasty.
fuck your Wi-Fi. Alright. Can you see me? I don't know what screen you have pulled up for your stream.
I cannot, but I don't think anyone can. It says your camera's turned off.
Wait, why'd this go to a different website?
I mean, I want to see your face.
Oh, you want to see my face? It's gay.
Do I need to pull up your character?
Make it better. You saw my face the whole last game.
I know.
AJ. Oh. AJ. Do I need to pull up your character sheet too?
Oh, I actually
I need to make a cute little
I think it was-
costume.
Actually, hang on.
I was gonna buy a cloak.
I'm just about to go get like a bed sheet and wrap it over my head.
Yeah.
That might
Okay.
not be
Get some glasses or something.
Yeah, it might not
Actually,
be
hold up.
friendly.
Wait, no, never mind. I got this.
YouTube guidelines is my guess.
Isaac,
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Simon. What
Isaac, send it over Instagram really quick because I have my other phone with me too. I can just use it on that
Damn,
one.
you sell drugs or something?
Nah, yeah, actually, sorry.
You guys add XP. I think I give you like
Yeah.
250.
Yeah, we're like a quarter of the way from level 2.
Buddies.
What?
Did you add XP to your character sheet? Assuming that you're okay.
Yeah, we're like a quarter of the way from level 2.
Isaac, did you add mine too? Because you were doing mine.
Yeah, I believe so. Are you following my YouTube, Instagram?
I don't know. It can be.
Yeah.
You guys ready?
That's what I got on my computer. I'm just trying to get AJ's character sheet, but yeah, we can start because I got it pulled up on my screen.
You gotcha.
No.
I'm just waiting for AJ to follow me.
Man.
What is it? SuccNasty?
Yeah, at SuccNasty Gaming on Instagram.
I hate that fucking herpy lip.
SuccNasty Gaming, bro.
They're following. Send it to me now. Yep, we got a different share.
Should have made that picture of you like a picture with Harvey Weinstein or something. Ew. Yeah. Fuck you, AJ. We're never No, unfollow his ass. Okay.
What?
Ready.
All right, we're ready.
Thank you.
What?
Oh, talking to Isaac.
All right, bud.
All right, we good?
Bro, this
Oh.
give me a sheet, homie. You're just gonna have to do it.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Is it a T-shirt?
No.
What is it?
Pillowcase.
Okay. All right. So, our heroic adventurers are now outside this massive prison building, having explored virtually all of what was available to them on the inside, defeating several variations of enemies, rats being the most prolific one, including bats, which are just flying rats. They've strayed a bit from what the gods might say was the path intended, which is to be expected in such a cruel and gruesome world. They met two brave young guards, or one young, one old, Brick and Horty. However, Brick was killed in combat. You could say he was actually saving the group from a large, more menacing boss rat, and upon Brick's death, the group bullied his grandson, who was in mourning, to the point that the grandson ran away. Where his current whereabouts are unknown, but they can probably be certain that he won't survive long on his own because he seems like a pussy. Other than that, the group has searched several important rooms. The group has met Merlin, the librarian of the three, who has given them an important quest. Who was that quest note burned?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I memorized it.
Okay.
Yeah,
We've also learned that Nazir the demon has proved Eskimo John correct in that he's a piece of shit, and so far has burned two important pieces of notes, but he has internalized them. But he's the only one that knows what they said. They searched the guard warden's room and found out that he's gay and likely hiding it. Finding, gay memorabilia and tools of the gay trade. A very, very, very expensive painting was also found while the team ransacked the room. And upon finding the painting, their hate of, utopian literature and art showed, and they immediately destroyed it. So this team has obviously showed themselves to be pretty chaotic. Whether they're chaotic, good, or evil is yet to be seen. So our team is now outside of the prison. I will read you a bit.
You just woke up from a short rest, correct?
Yep. So you guys have full health. You guys. I think we decided that you went back inside the prison and rested for a little bit in the midst of the corpses and broken shit and dead rats.
Yes.
So, you guys are now in. Let me look at my map. I apologize. Front courtyard. So this is undoubtedly the area where you heard the speech coming from. The speech that you had heard earlier while you were up on the catwalk coming from your cell block to the main spire. You step out into the torrential downpour and look up at the tower. The normally gray stone is now slick and black. The tower gives off an energy not like that of a prison, but more fit for a mortuary. The side around you is kicked up. Sign of battle and torment are scattered across the ground. You hear distant shouts and screams, but for a moment, just as you start to dial into it, it falls utterly silent. You see the large gate that bars you from freedom just ahead, heavily barricaded, apparently from both sides, and badly damaged. I believe you guys have access to a map in the Discord images. You do not have. Yes, you do. So those are the two other areas that you can really investigate. There's hammer yards, wreck yards, or you could look around the front courtyard some more.
Mm-hmm.
Can we roll for penis size again?
Didn't we already do that?
That was in the
No, we did that in the last game.
Oh, I need dice.
The last time we met?
No,
No, we
the
did
other
in the last.
campaign.
Sure, yeah, we can roll for penis size. I want everybody to roll a d12. We'll keep it realistic. Except for AJ. He's a Goliath. He can roll a d20.
Yeah, boy. Why should we get the smallest?
Let's go.
You get time.
I got an 8.
Nice.
Got a 13.
Nice cock.
I got a 13 cock.
What do you have, Nazir?
He is looking for his dice at the moment.
I'm going to gaze upon the bulge in the Goliath's pants, and from henceforth I will call him Horse.
Okay. It works for me. Weather. What the fuck did you say? What was your guy's name?
God.
Franck.
John, yeah, Jihad. Whether Jihad acknowledges that.
Jihad.
Except that's
I
still to be known.
I acknowledge, and I just give him a subtle nod.
Nice. Alright. Isaac could just use the D&D Beyond dice.
All right.
He found it. He
I got my
found some.
dice. D12.
Do you have a fancy dice cam?
I wish that would be cool. All right, D12. Where's my D12? There it is. Oh. That's a 1. I got a 1.
Wow, that's tough.
No.
Well, you know, it could be because you're a hermaphrodite. You are a demon. Or species, so it could
Wait,
just be
yeah.
that you.
I'm like, aren't I a
Swing both
demon? I could be
ways.
like, I'm like a succubus. That's like my thing. I have really high charisma. You know, I have whatever penis size I want.
What is a demon's
But in
What is a
canon, you
demon's
do have a
pronouns?
micro penis. He gay. He gay them.
gay them?
All right. So we found out that Jad has a 13-inch penis.
Big bang.
Nazir has a 1-inch penis, but it could be up to interpretation. And then Franck has an 8-inch. It's very respectable penis sizes. I mean, if you take an average of that, it's probably like an 8 still. So it's pretty good. So I mean, if you were a team of guys and you were like, we have an average penis size of 8, I'm sure the group you're talking to wouldn't assume that somebody has a 13-inch dick and somebody has a 1-inch dick, and that's the average. So nice. All right, so yeah, you guys are in this courtyard. It looks really torn up, almost like just a horde of people or creatures or something. Heavy, light, just everything has just been fighting. There's not really any bodies, or there are bodies, but there aren't the number of bodies to match, the carnage that looks like took place. There's swords stuck in the ground and spears and banners and it looks like a war zone, but there's only, a handful of corpses around, and those corpses look pretty desecrated and already rotten, which you don't quite understand because to your knowledge, it's happened within the past, 12 hours since you last went to your cell.
All right.
Nobody wants to look around. We're just.
So I keep forgetting I'm on push to talk. Sorry.
Okay, I was looking at Simon. Simon just like nodding his head, like, all right, seems all right to me.
I want to take a closer look with the perception or whatever.
Yeah, roll for it, man.
That's 18 plus my perception.
We're good.
That's 19.
So what specifically are you like trying to perceive? Like, what are you looking at in the courtyard? Are you looking at a certain area? Are you looking at the bodies? Are you looking at the dirt? Are you looking at the barricaded walls? What are you looking at?
I suppose the bodies. I'm looking at the bodies. I wonder where they came from.
Bodies. So you go up to these bodies, and your original assumption that they do look like they've been there for a while, you feel is correct. These bodies are far too just, frankly, just bare bones. More so than they would be if if they were hacked to death with a great axe. This is a different kind of. They've been here for a while, which you find pretty strange. As far as you can tell, they are just guards and prisoners. You recognize the insignias of, the Meskva nation, which is the nation that this prison is in, and you assume those must be the guards or soldiers of the army, and you see some of the other bodies you can make out as having some remnants of prison clothing. What the fuck are those things? Are those pigs from Minecraft?
These are my friends.
Simon, you should definitely just get like a dungeon background.
I was going to do that, but I need Discord Nitro.
Oh, that sucks. Okay.
This is
pretty dope,
a generic background.
I might get Discord Nitro for the next one then and do some crazy shit.
Yes.
So anyway, yeah. So the bodies they look pretty fucked up, and upon closer inspection, there's almost like not like a purple glow, but like a like 1 second you're looking and you swear there's almost like a purple tint to the flesh, but then the next second you look and you're almost thinking that no, that's not purple, that's normal colored flesh. But in some instances you could almost perceive that this flesh doesn't look ordinary, like it has some other something in it, similar to what you believed. I think it was the bats or the rats. Somebody inspected those previously, and they had a good.
Yeah, I did.
Your cock may have a purple vein in them, but this is different. Yep. This is different than a throbbing vein. This is like
it's slightly different.
But you can't tell. Yeah, slightly, not entirely.
Can't different. Okay, can't different.
Is there anything shiny in the courtyard?
I mean, there's multiple, broken blades, but in terms of shininess, the area is pretty muddy. I mean, right now you're in a torrential downpour. You're all soaked. You're hearing thunder and lightning, and the wind is howling throughout the spire and the walls, and it almost sounds like a pack of wolves, but it's just the wind. So no, nothing shiny. Everything's it just feels like a shitty situation. It feels like a shitty setting scenario, and something inside you just really wants to get away from it.
Does it look like there was a huge fight here, or does it just look like there was like a bunch of people just standing here?
Yeah, so for the 10th time, the ground is really torn up, and there are broken swords everywhere.
Well, everybody could have just been having a great time.
Simon, I literally just said it looked like a war zone. It looked like some massive. There's banners and broken swords. Did it look like people were fighting? Have
you ever walked into like a medieval like castle or anything? Them fuckers know how to get lit.
What else can we look at in the courtyard?
Have you? We live in Buffalo.
Thanks.
What else can we look at?
Well, there's several things to investigate other than bodies. You could just, try to get an idea of what may have actually happened.
Can I loot some of the bodies?
That is an investigation roll. you could look at the walls and try to investigate those more.
Can I investigate the walls? See if like
Yeah, go for
what was
it.
going on?
So I want you to roll. I want you to roll the d20 twice. Once for history and then once for investigation.
Alright, so I got an 11, and then
We'll count that for
first
history.
one. Okay. Oh my goodness, I spun it. Oh my
Your
goodness,
history is
guys, I don't know where it went.
-1.
Oh, got it. And I got 15.
Okay. So you, even though you were a giant or
Alright, so
Goliath,
history
you're
is a -1. What was the other one?
So
you was rolling
10, 13
15,
was
Isaac.
investigation.
for investigation is a +1.
Okay, so 16 investigation and a 10 history.
Okay.
So you're not entirely sure. Maybe you're not necessarily from these lands. You are a Goliath, and Moskva is a predominantly human and partially dwarven area, to your knowledge at least. But you feel like you've heard stories of this prison. It is a fairly high security prison. Not just anybody gets sent here. Normally, murderers and war criminals get sent here. But in that sense, you also knowing kind of the lore of this prison, you're fairly certain you've never heard an escape story. And from that, maybe you infer that these walls do their job fairly well, or maybe something is beyond the walls that really prevents escape. But your limited historical view of it is you don't think anybody's necessarily escaped the prison alive. But investigating the walls, they look fairly intact, which is strange to you in the sense of all the carnage that's around you in the courtyard. The walls look fairly pristine, aside from being wet and from the rain and maybe a little bit of mud that's been kicked up on them. They look fine. They look like they're well maintained, like they should be for a prison. And then looking at the gate, you see that it is barricaded from the inside, but also strangely from the outside, if not more from the outside, as if there was some contingent of creatures or humans or something that got out and barricaded to stop people from escaping, which you believe would make sense if there was a riot. Maybe the prisoners had forced out whoever was inside, and whoever escaped decided to try and do their best to keep whoever was inside. But it looks fairly impregnable. It doesn't look like you could easily get through it with just your bare hands, pickaxes, or axes in general. There must be some means of escape, but you are not sure that it would be an easy way.
Rip.
All right.
I loot the bodies.
Look at this real quick. I made homemade cookies with no eggs. Look at these shits, bro.
Can I loot the bodies?
They taste.
Yeah, they look good. Are they taste alright?
Oh yeah. Yeah, Simon, you want to loot the bodies?
Yes.
All right. I'm not gonna make you roll for it because they're dead.
Yeah.
And they're fairly not there anymore. So in that sense, you don't really find anything. These guys are pretty torn apart. Nothing really of value on them. They're messy. They're hard to search, but you don't necessarily find anything worth keeping.
Can I loot like the ground, like go through the mud and stuff? See if there's anything that fell off of them.
Yeah. What would that be? What would that be? Searching through mud. Roll for investigation, I guess.
Yo,
Okay.
freaking subs are here. Let's go.
Alright, I got a 9.
A 9.
Weggies, bro.
Sifting through the mud and
So hungry. So hungry.
nothing aside from what you can really see above the mud. There's the broken short swords and broadswords and axe handles and hilts of larger swords, and all broken, shattered. Obviously, a great struggle had happened here, but searching through the mud doesn't do you much good in terms of finding something.
Is there anybody that looks of high importance among the dead?
No.
No,
Like I
it's
said, just supposed to be guards and prisoners, but like I said, there's not a ton of dead. Like the amount of dead in the field does not match what you feel happened.
what do I feel happened then?
Like in that, are you listening to me?
Yeah, I am.
You feel like a massive battle happened here. So if there's not a lot of dead bodies, but you feel like a massive battle happened here, you don't know why there's not more bodies. And the bodies are desecrated and look like they've been there for weeks. Got it?
Wait, did a fight happen here?
Time to fuck off.
So I'm assuming the front courtyard, rec yards, and hammer yards are all connected, right?
Yeah, kind of. If you look on each side, there's like a line, and that kind of just signifies the separation.
Yeah. So there's like no wall separating it or anything. It's just.
Well, I don't know. I just know they're all outside.
How would one get into the hammer yards?
Probably walk there.
Can I walk to the hammer yards?
Oh, you guys want to walk the hammer yard?
You guys can probably
Yeah.
chew him out his hill.
Well, I'm going to tell you if you want to fucking drive a car or they're right next to you or some shit.
Yeah.
What's happening?
I'm in. I'm going.
Okay. All right. All right. Hammer yard. So, you guys are on your walk to the hammer yards. So the familiar stench of the hammer yards fills your nostrils. Blood, sweat, and dust. The holy trinity of prison yard work. The large stone quarry in front of you looks almost untouched. No surprise, as even in a prison riot, who would want to come back to such an awful place? Rain washes over the cliff-like edges that descend into the pit like a waterfall. So basically what you're looking at is you get there, and it's almost like a quarry, a large circular quarry that you know goes down several stories into the earth. Up top, there's a couple sheds about walls that just have like workbenches and tools and stuff, but there's not really any bodies that you see. There doesn't look like there's as much carnage here, and from that you're kind of just guessing that's because like why would anybody want to come back to where they work in a prison riot? Like what would they get out of that?
Can I see into the quarry, or am I just like looking like I know it's
Yeah.
there?
So if you guys want to walk over to the quarry and look into it, so in looking to the pit, you actually do see something that is out of the ordinary, and that is a massive pile of corpses, rotted and bloated. The stench nearly knocks you off your feet into the quarry. It looks just essentially like a mass grave. Somebody's clearly been dragging bodies and tossing them into this pit.
Is there any way to get down there?
No, there's your typical way you would normally take. Would you guys like to make your way down there?
I would enjoy to go down there.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody roll a d20 for a dex.
All right, I got a 14. Dirty 14.
I got a 2.
I got a 16.
Dexterity's plus 5.
Oh, I got 16 plus 5.
And Nazir got a 2. Okay, so
Yeah.
Jod and Gronk are, making their way down, and then all of a sudden from behind them they hear a scream, and they see Nazir just sliding down this path, and he tries to grab onto them, but he doesn't. He's just completely lost all balance and slipped. He's apparently very clumsy, and he falls. Luckily, you guys were almost near the bottom, but he does fall off the ledge. It's kind of like a ramp that like wraps around the walls of the quarry. And I'd still say you were about 20 feet up, and he kind of slips and just goes right off the side. So Nazir needs to take a 1d8 damage.
D8.
Bitch.
Like all his health.
Shouldn't be clumsy.
He's about to die.
I believe Simon. I believe God still has a vial of healing.
No, Simon.
Well, I have one.
Simon has one because he started off with 2.
Mm-hmm.
I only took 1 damage. I'll be alright.
Okay. And somehow Nazir lands and only scratches himself up a little bit. For a 20-yard fall, that's quite impressive.
Just good luck.
So I'd say you guys are now at the bottom, and in front of you is just this massive pile of bodies.
Does anything, like, other than the fact that there's a massive pile of bodies, seems like super strange down there?
Yep.
So good.
You guys are looking at this pile of bodies, and you hear like this strange, like otherworldly, like growling or gnashing of teeth, and all of a sudden, up over the top of this pile of bodies bounds this wolf-like creature. It's hairless and looks like it has severe burns on its sides, and like it's bleeding, but it doesn't look like it's taking notice to the bleeding, almost like it's in its nature. And it immediately rushes down. And who was leading the group down?
I'm gonna say Horse was.
Aren't you the one that wanted to go down?
Yeah,
Shouldn't it be Nazir?
but he's got the biggest dick.
So
Shouldn't it be
Frank
Nazir
was.
since he fell all the way down?
Well, yeah, technically, yeah.
Yeah, but I.
Yeah.
So to me, I was thinking that he took a moment to gather himself as you guys still walked down.
Nah.
Okay, so yeah, sure, Nazir then. Nazir, thank your teammates. You are apparently in front of them
Bro, what the hell?
with the lowest health.
No, we were going one at a time. I was last. I fell down behind him.
I'll be in the front. I'll be in the front.
I think. Okay.
I'll be in the front. I'll be in the front.
Okay. So John's up front. And this creature lunges at John
Bro, man, we can subs are so freaking good, bro.
and just barely misses John's shoulder and kind of lands on the ground and skids a couple feet in the wet mud and then just starts growling. And then I would like the team to roll for initiative, and I'm also going to roll for initiative for this creature.
Oh, shit, it's getting hot already.
Creature got a 14.
I also got a 14.
I got a 19.
I got a 9.
Okay, so it's going to go Nazir. I'm going to give a benefit to player, Frank, creature, Jod. So, Nazir, you can take your turn.
Alright, so this is attacking us, right?
Nazir?
Shit, I forgot. I'm
Mm.
Hang on. It's gonna
It's
take a
okay. I
minute.
figured.
I'm looking at my spells real quick.
Yep.
So it was only a short rest, so we didn't get our spell slots back.
You don't get spell slots back, nope.
Alright. Hang on. No.
I still have my cantrips, though.
Sorry, my dog was getting in stuff. Alright. I am going to... Oh... I'm gonna use my turn to do like a Arcana check or something to see if it has any kind of weaknesses. Did you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I heard you. I'm sorry. I was on a stream and it's like a little bit behind. So, for some reason, still thought you were talking. Yeah, still roll. Just roll me a d20.
Seven. 7.
A 7. So you cast this spell and you're trying to kind of just learn the essence of whatever this creature is. You're immensely unfamiliar with it, and your spell doesn't really offer you much information on it. You know that it is seemingly not of this world and not of a magic you're not necessarily familiar with, but it does seem either magical in nature or magical in the way that it came to be. But in terms of weaknesses, you're unsure.
Alright.
I would like to cast Minor Illusion. I would like an
Is it a
image.
spell? You're going to use a spell slot?
That's
Or
a
is it-
cantrip.
Minor illusion's a cantrip?
Yes.
Can confirm I also have my
Sure.
illusion.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
I would like to make an image of a morbidly obese man appear in front of us to attempt to distract said creature.
Okay, roll for deception.
Oh, good thing I got like this shit. I'm gonna mess up now. Fuck. I rolled an 8.
Yeah. So, all of a sudden, out of thin air, this ghostly image of a large fat man appears in front of you, in between you and this creature. The creature does take a step back, a little confused how this being just teleported in between you, but the creature doesn't seem easily phased or threatened. And its attention is still on you. You can only assume that it sees you as more of a threat. You don't think it's necessarily hungry because it's been, if it was feeding on this large pile of corpses, it basically had an all-you-can-eat buffet for as long as these corpses have been here. So you don't think the large fat man is entirely enticing to it. And frankly, it doesn't see the large fat man as a threat. So its attention is still very much on the group.
Extra flavor though.
Is well
How do you know there's not any fat dead men in that pile? There's
The
easily
prisoners,
over 100
they don't
bodies.
get good food.
You haven't inspected the pile.
Pile somebody.
Okay, so I'm calling that assignment stupid term, and it is now creature. All right. So creature is kind of sniffs around the ground with a fat man, paws at it, and immediately upon pawing at it, the illusion disappears because it does not hold up to physical inspection. Creature once again takes a step back and immediately trains its eyes on the group again. This time it is going to go for the biggest of the group and the most menacing, which would be Jod again.
Horse.
And the creature almost takes a second guess right before it attacks, like it changes locations and completely whiffs the attack. And Chad escapes by untouched. And it is now Chad's turn.
I want to shoot at him with my, I think, crossbow. I do have a crossbow or bow and arrow.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Is that
You get a
D20,
+5.
correct?
Yep. D20 +5.
19.
You hit. Roll for damage.
Is that this one for 6? D6?
8.
Oh,
You're in a longbow? It's 8.
Okay.
I'm looking at your
It's a
card.
longbow. It's a 1d8 plus 3.
I got 6.
Plus 3.
It'll be 9. Nice. Good hit. Your massive Goliath-sized crossbow. It's up and you draw it back and you launch this arrow with such force that it essentially, or well, it's not even essentially, it does. It rips right through the center of this beast. The beast is somehow still alive. It kind of looks back and it does look like it's in pain. It does look like it's hurt, but it doesn't look entirely bothered that a piece of its basically center torso is missing, almost as if it could do without it. But you are certain that it is much closer to death than it was before. But the shot would have certainly killed any other creature. And we're going to jump over to Nazir real quick. And Nazir, because he had recently done an Arcana check and knows that this creature is of magical origin, now can assume, or believes rather, that perhaps this creature is immune to critical damages. I mean, you are no doctor, but you are sure that that large arrow had to have hit some vital organ in the beast. Yet the creature is still standing. And it will be Nazir's turn now.
All right. Since the illusion of the fat man was a no-go, I'm gonna cast minor illusion as well and cast an image of a very large, bulbous, muscular man, completely naked, standing in an aggressive position.
Is Isaac cutting out for anybody else? I heard what you said, the majority of it. Is he cutting out for anybody else? Simon?
Go ahead.
Is Isaac cutting out at all for you?
I can't even hear him right now.
He wasn't cutting. I heard
He
him.
wasn't talking. Simon's just not
I heard him right there.
I heard
him when he was talking.
So Isaac, you wanted to cast an illusion for a large, muscular, bulbous man.
Who was also
Roll for deception.
Completely
Fair.
naked.
I assumed that the fat man was also naked because Thronk did not specify. So yeah, go ahead, roll for deception.
11. All right, that's a 7.
Hello, buddy. 17, okay. Yeah, so this actually, you do think works. Not necessarily the way you wanted it to. The beast isn't scared at all, but the beast immediately, kind of locks onto this new target. So obviously it's not very bright, because again, this illusion just appeared out of nowhere. A humanoid or sentient being with a conscience may not have bought this, but the beast immediately locks on and pounces on it, and in pouncing on it, obviously flies right through it, loses its balance, and skids, and it's kind of tripped up for a second, and we're actually going to skip the turn of the creature. So now it'll go from Jod to I'm not Jod. I'm sorry, Thronk to Jod, and the creature's turn will be next.
So it's Thronk's turn or my turn?
Oh, it's Thronk's turn?
It's Thronk's, right? Because it went
Isaac's.
It went Isaac, Simon, creature, Jod. So now it's Simon, and then creature skipped, and then Jod. Yeah, so Simon.
I would like to also cast minor illusion. I want it to appear.
I'll just try to kill it.
No.
Actually, this is your story. You do what you want.
We have Jihad. He's the one to kill it. But I want to cast minor illusion and make the beast think that there's fire around it.
I just destroyed that wooden sled.
Sure, roll for deception.
That was so good.
I rolled a. Where's my deception?
You guys all have my full attention now.
I rolled the 21.
Nice, yes. So this massive fire kind of encircles where the creature's at. The flames are very high, definitely well above where this creature's head was. So that's on all fours. So it's not tremendously high, but I'd say the flames are about 4 or 5 feet high. However, you kind of just watch the creature walk through it. Obviously, this is illusionary, so there is no actual flame damage, but the creature doesn't really seem too bothered that the fire was there. It definitely believed it was there, but it almost seemed naturally like it was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna walk through this fire anyway. And then you take it out again of what appears to be large burns on the side of the creature's body. That look like they've been there for a while, but this creature doesn't look like it's any stranger to large flames or burns for that matter.
Can we assume that it is immune to fire damage then?
I wouldn't assume that because there are what you'd think are burns on the side of it. You just don't think it gives a shit about fire. Almost like it's like if this creature had a homeland, if maybe that place has just flames everywhere.
Okay.
Got it.
And because this is an illusion, there's not actual fire damage being done. So you're unsure if a real fire would hurt it or not because this isn't a good fire to base it off of if there's damage inflicted.
Could I
Yeah,
cast
you know what
Bardic
I'm saying.
Inspiration?
Yeah, sure, go for it. You're going to use it on Job?
Yeah, I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration on Jod.
Let's go.
Okay. And that allows him to roll again? Or advantage?
Yeah, one bonus action.
Oh.
He gets advantage and one bonus action. He gets +1 to whatever the hell it is, initiative.
Okay. Yep. Got it, your turn, man.
Okay. I'm gonna attack it with my short sword.
Go for it.
1 minute, I'll be right back.
I got a 7.
Okay, so plus anything? Let's just look. 7 plus 5. So, a 12. You have really good hit DC
Thank you. I tried.
on everything. Plus 5 on it. What the fuck?
Oh, do we have to
Nuts,
do
dude.
+2 for the short sword?
Nazir has a +1 on his attacks, and you have a +5.
Let's go.
What'd you say?
Never mind. I was thinking of the next roll. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, so you hit. Roll a 1d6 and then add 3.
1d6. Then I got a 3 plus 3, so I got 6.
What was the original damage you did? 7?
Yeah. Plus the 1 from Simon, so.
He gets a bonus action.
Oh.
So you can attack twice.
Attack again.
Attack again? Okay.
Yeah, go for it. Roll the hit, and then
I got a 19. And then plus
yeah, so
5.
you obviously hit, and then roll for damage again.
Okay. 3, and then plus 3 for my sword, so 6.
Yeah. So you do two big swipes of your sword, and the first swipe nearly slices the front legs off of this beast because it's so we'll say it's lunging at you, and you slash at its front legs, and the front legs are sliced clean off, and it lands on the ground and skids, but it's still alive. It's bleeding, but not profusely, and it's kind of turning and like with its back legs and tries to like hobble towards you, and you bring your blade down finally right in between its eyes and virtually split its head vertically in two, and the beast finally falls, and you get a better look at it now. It's not moving, and it's up close, and it does appear to be like this hairless, like completely hairless, fire-burned, wolf-like creature, slightly larger than a wolf. I'd say its head sits about, like the top of its head when it's standing, sits about 4 feet off the ground, so it is a fairly large animal. But it's not thick. Like it doesn't look extremely muscular. It's very bare bones and skinny, and it looks damaged. But other than that, like the facial features and the teeth are very wolf-like and vicious.
I want to take his tooth as a trophy.
Alright, yeah, you can cut out. I'll see you cut out. It's 2 foot canines.
I want a canine as well.
I want to take a closer
Alright,
look at
he has 2 of them, so you can ask him for one because creatures only have 2 canines.
Well, then I'll take out one of its eyes.
Oh, okay.
And its eye comes out very easily, as if it was barely attached to begin with.
I want to take a closer look at it, see if I can't figure out
But
what
wait,
it is.
from from the eye being barely attached, could like we assume it was like blind or something?
Oh, it just came out pretty easy. Like it just came out pretty easy. It didn't really put up much of a fight. They could obviously see you because it tried to kill you.
Well, it could have just had a really strong sense of smell.
Sure. So I mean, if you want to think that these things are blind, you go right ahead. The rest of the party can think what they want. So when you're trying to sneak up on one of these and it's looking right at you and kills you because you thought it couldn't see you, yeah.
What if I stand perfectly still?
What are you looking? Shut the fuck up. I was in Guardians of the Galaxy. All right. Yeah. So Isaac, you want to take a look?
Yeah, I want to see if I can figure out what it is or if we're gonna encounter more of them.
All right. So as you're taking a closer look, you all of a sudden hear this loud, obnoxious yell behind you. Oh, thank the fucking three that you big O showed up. Those ugly bastards have been down here all last evening eating the bloody corpses that those assholes kept tossing down here. Never seen anything like them in all my years, I'll tell you. But they're dead now, so who gives a shit? I gotta clean my bloody front yard. And this, like, very, very small humanoid figure, like, I'm talking 1.5 feet tall, comes out of this crevice in a rock nearby, and just says all this to you.
You said he's only 1.5 feet. You said he's only 1.5 feet.
He's about 1.5 feet tall.
About how much?
He looks like he could be fairly light. I mean, he's almost just like a shorter dwarf. Like, he's fairly stocky, short, stubby legs, and
Can I pick him up?
He's friendly, right?
Very gnomish. I mean, he seems pretty grateful that you killed this beast. He seems familiar with it. Like, he's been dealing with it for a short while, at least, since maybe
I want
last
to go
night.
up and I want to shake his hand.
Do you think?
All right, yeah, you go up. You could try, but first time, or Thronk shaking his hand, you stick your hand out, and he reaches up and he says, "I love you, thank you," and he gives you a really good handshake. Cause you're just pleased with his first handshake.
Can I pick him up in the palm of my hand?
No, because you're a big guy, but he's still 1.5 feet tall.
You just kill him on accident.
I wanna just like mimic his accent and go, "Hey, that was a hell of a grip, laddie."
He looks at you almost like he's contemplating. And he turns around and he runs back inside his crevice, and you wait about 30, 40 seconds, and you're afraid that he may be offended, but then he runs back out with 2 mugs, and he hands you one, and it's full of this amber-colored liquid, and he says, "Hey, thank you for appreciating the culture," and he chugs it, and he slams it on the ground.
I want to attempt to pick him up like a toddler.
Okay, so I'm going to need you to roll, let's say roll for athletics.
Okay. Alright, I got a 12. I got a 12.
12 minus 1 is an 11. You kind of awkwardly sneak up behind him. He kind of knows you're there. Like, he's like looking over his shoulder and pick him up, and you are able to lift him off the ground like a couple inches, but you aren't a very big thing yourself, and you aren't very muscular. And he kind of just like, looks at you and just bats your hand away, and he's kind of like, "Hey, what the fuck is this?" And then he looks back at like Frank, and then like takes a step back from both. Like he just avoided a kidnapping or something.
I just want to be like, sorry about my friend. He has a 1-inch dong.
I want to tell him and make sure I'm
He
clear
looks at
that
you.
we have a shared 8-inch average penis.
He says that the average is. He's like, oh, a very impressive average, but if you have a 1-inch penis, then that, wow. And he kind of
Thank
just
you.
looks between Jod and Thrawn, like a look of like a congratulatory look.
I just want to be like, you want to guess why we call him Horse and point at Jihad?
Well, my guess is that he's the one bringing the average up.
Oh yeah, he is.
He kind
I want to say.
of goes over and he slaps Jod's thigh that he can barely reach.
Yo.
I wanna tell him
And
that.
he's like since you're like 7 foot tall, he's like underneath your legs, just like looking straight up in your crotch, just like patting your thigh, like yeah.
I want to tell him that you guys were lying and then cast minor illusion to make it look like I have a massive penis.
All right, roll for deception.
At a 19.
So you're like, oh, look at this. You turn around and there's like this massive dick imprint in your pants, and he's like, wow. And he looks back up underneath Jod, and he's kind of just like, you fellas been lying to me?
I'm gonna look at Jihad and say, unzip your pants, and then I want to cast minor illusion.
When he hears you say unzip your pants, he quickly moves from out of underneath the crotch of Jod, as to avoid being hit in the face with a penis.
I oblige and I unzip my pants.
I want to cast minor illusion to make it look like an actual horse head is coming out of his zipper.
Roll for deception.
I rolled a 16.
And he's looking up, and you see him squint for a second. He's like, is that bloody... Is that a horse? He kind of like looks around now, and he just seems more freaked out as the moment goes by. He doesn't really know how to interpret the situation. He looks up and he's like, well, once again, I'd like to thank you all for helping me out here, but
Wait, I want to
really
ask
should
him.
be on my way.
Wait, I want
to ask him. I want to ask him how long he's been down here fighting or in fear of this monster.
Oh, well, he looks at you and he's like, "Oh, well, I've lived here my whole life. I watch the prisoners, and the prison doesn't really bother me. Something to do with reparations or something. I'm just allowed to live here. I'm a rock gnome. If you haven't
So
been
you
able to tell,
you run the quarry down here? You the big boss man?
No, but my family's lived here since before the spire was built, and they
So you're like the Native Americans then?
Who?
You're like the Native Americans then.
Who is
like,
that?
Oh, so like there's this really cool story where like these strange people came to a new land and just like kind of took all these people's shit.
I suppose that does sound rather like my story. What happened to these people?
Oh yeah, well they all fucking died.
And he just kind of looks at the ground, and just in this deep voice, you hear like, "Very sad." Sad now.
So I attempt to pick him up
Well,
like
I
a
will-
toddler, and again, so do you got anything for us for helping you out with a problem?
He looks at you, and you're still unable to pick him up. You're not any stronger than you were a few minutes ago.
He fucking
He
grabs
says,
him.
"Well, all right, one second. I am getting rather sick of this place, and after hearing this story about Native Americans, whoever they are, I think it's time for me to move on." And he runs inside, and he comes out with this case that looks like it holds something, and then another bag, and he hands the bag to Jod. And he said, "Here for the biggest penis." And the bag contains 3 vials of healing that each heal for 1d8. Jod can add 3 of those to his inventory.
I'd like to give.
You all look like fucking shit anyway.
I'd love to give one to Simon's character.
Okay, so Simon, you had 1. AJ, you subtract 1, and then Nasir, you don't get shit.
Oh.
Can I want to ask him and just be like, hey, I mean, since you're leaving now, like, you just want to come with us? You know, we're kind of low on friends here, and we're not like the funniest people, you know. We're just lonely. Everybody's dead. There's nothing going on for us.
He looks up at you and he's like, "Well, you see, traveling's not really for me. I've got these stubby little legs, and I'd rather just, maybe head to Moskva and settle down."
Well, Jihad over here will carry you.
I'll carry you.
You
don't listen to Nazir over there. He's weak as fuck.
He looks at you and he's like, okay, 1 second. And he runs back inside and he comes back out with this saddle-looking apparatus, and he's like, "Put this on," and he hands it to Jod.
Okay, I put it on my shoulder.
And he's like, "We normally use this when we ride mules, but it should work for this as well." And he motions for you to get down on your knees.
Well, yes. I'm down on my knees.
He climbs up on your back, and you guys, are
As soon as he gets down on his knees, I'm just gonna yell, "Ha! Gay!"
Everybody in the group takes 1d4 psychic damage, except Simon.
Wait, so do I?
Except Simon. And
oh, okay, thank God.
I got 1.
So I get initiative again?
Yes.
God damn it, I rolled a 4.
I got 1.
So Nazir's down to like 3 health.
I'll donate my one of my bottles of healing to Nazir.
Okay. So if you haven't noticed, anytime that a sexual or raunchy joke is made that is out of nowhere and unexpected, whoever says it gets advantage, and whoever doesn't say it takes 1d4 psychic damage.
Oh, I thought I was just cool.
And no, you are vulnerable.
No, you just
have the worst mind. Yeah.
You're just the only one that's said it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but anyway, what's his face? Fucking gnome guy climbs onto your back to back, and he kind of puts these like almost like a dog harness thing over his arms and zips it up, and then he just like lets his arms go slack, and he's just kind of like limp on your back, just looking around now. So he is now securely tethered to your back to back, looking behind you.
Can I ask him what his name is?
Yes. He says, "Oh, my name is H.R. Dubois."
Okay. Can we give him a nickname?
Mr. Dubois.
I'm gonna call you Chief because of the Native Americans. You remind me of them.
Hey, Chief.
Family would call me. Okay. Sure.
Called you what?
He says, "Sure." He says, "My name stands for Hard Rock Dubois, but I like Chief."
I do it out of respect for your people.
Thank you.
Forgot that I had that.
Would Chief rather be at the front of my chest instead of the back?
He looks at you and he's
It
like,
might block his
"No,
view."
that's not how the saddle works."
We can make it work.
Yeah.
Just crack open some of that gay porn and you can just sit on his dick.
Oh my God. No damage, right?
No. I won't count the joke. I'll just count that as like a weird fucking statement. You guys are just increasingly thinking that Drunk's kind of fucking weird. Anyway, then Hard Rock is points down, and he's
Chief.
Chief points down. He's like, "Hey, you guys can have what's in that their case.
Like KFC in here or something?
Who's gonna grab the case?
I'll grab it.
Everybody roll a d20. Roll a d20 for dexterity. So see who grabs it.
Well, I
For
got
dexterity?
Well, perhaps I cast Mage Hand to grab it.
What does Mason do?
I rolled the 20 though.
Faster than I could.
You rolled a nat 20.
I rolled the dirty 20.
Okay, that's different than.
I rolled the 19, and it's a +1.
I rolled a 1, so I'm just out of it.
I got a 4.
Okay. Okay. Jeez. Okay. I'll say that. Flaunt grabs it, and he opens it up, and it's this very shiny, gold and diamond encrusted handled pickaxe.
Is it a pickaxe?
Yeah, and Chief looks over at you, and he's like, "Now, laddie, that there has been in my family forever, and that there ain't no ordinary pickaxe.
You guys.
Family legends.
Minecraft?
Family legend." My fucking Irish accent is awful. I keep losing it. Family legend states that pickaxe there was enchanted by our great-great-great-grandpappy. That pickaxe can bring any wall that is no thicker than the length of the hilt. The length of the hilt is about 12 inches long because that's the handle.
Oh, how thick are the walls to the tower?
You can roll for history check in a second. And then he looks at you and he says, "But it's only a one-time use thing. So my family has never dared test it. It has been handed down in this family for generations, but frankly, I'm getting sick of rocks, and now I'm here strapped to this terrorist. So no, I don't need it." Well, you said your name is Jihad, isn't it?
Hey, it's Jihad. They just keep calling me Jihad.
It's Jihad.
Sir.
Well, it's horse. It's horse.
My nickname's Horse.
That's close
sir.
enough. Horse.
I would. Can I ask what kind of weaponry he's toting?
I don't have weapons. I had a pickaxe.
I would like to kindly offer his family heirloom back to him.
I don't think that's smart, because if I hit somebody with it, it'll break.
Well, I think you should have this. Your great grandpappy or whatever enchanted this. You know, it's meant for you.
I use Mage Hand and take it out of the box.
Do you want to do that?
I can see him using Mage Hand, right?
I don't know, but I'm also telling you that there's no point in giving this pickaxe to Chief, because this pickaxe is a one-time use thing.
Can I just
that
take it from
anything
this
it
man?
hits, the pickaxe will break. So if you give it to him as a, yeah, you can take it. Because if you give it to him as a weapon, it's
I wasn't going to give it to him as a weapon. I just wanted him to have it because it's his family heirloom.
Where the fuck is he going to keep it?
I took it
back to Jod.
Jod took it.
He can carry his chest.
Simon, he's 1.5 feet tall. If the fucking handle of the pickaxe is 12 inches long, where the fuck are you going to keep it?
His hands.
Take it and then just get over with it.
He's going to accidentally fucking swing down and hit Jod in the ass and kill him.
Yo, guys, please.
I cast Mage Hand to quickly swoop it up before they.
Yes, either me or him take it.
Okay, I'll give Jod, I need you to be a 15, or else
15?
Mage Hand will grab it. A 15 plus your dex.
Damn. Isaac, what's my dex?
Your dex is a +5.
+5, no.
I got a +5. You said?
Yeah.
Plus
okay, well I got a 13. Plus 3, so I got 16.
Oh, it's saving throw.
So 16. So Mage Hand does not win.
Let's go!
I can see
Inside.
him grab that though, right? Like,
well,
I'm
yeah,
perfectly
Yeah, but
aware.
you were willingly giving it up, so I'm not counting you in this anymore. And now it's Jod's.
I wanna cast.
Don't let him kill.
Well, let me make sure I'm casting the same thing. Prestidigitation can do like a taste, right? Yeah, that's what I used on that one fucking thingy. I want to
Yes.
cast Prestidigitation and make his mouth taste like horse semen.
Wait, mine or
Yeah,
Keith's?
yours because you're a bad person and you didn't let him have his family heirloom back.
All right,
Okay,
Simon, I want
fine.
you to roll for deception.
I think I'm proficient in deception.
I guess I'm just gonna take horse semen.
Roll for it.
I rolled fuck, where is it? I rolled a 24.
So, Jod, as soon as your hand touches this pickaxe, your mouth immediately just becomes warm and like almost like there's a frothy substance in it. And I don't know what cum tastes like, but I'm gonna assume it's like bitter, but strangely sweet, but really gross. Like you've got Elmer's
Okay.
glue in your mouth, and you just can't get rid of it, and you're just uncomfortable now. But you have the pickaxe,
Okay, that's fine.
and when you start to talk, you kind of gurgle and choke a little bit before you're able to speak.
Oh, great.
It makes him nauseous.
What?
Should be like, I want to say now we have another reason to call you horse asshole.
I want to call him a bitch.
Yeah, I'll say that you do know Simon did it. He just said, now we know why you call you horse or whatever. And
Okay.
you don't know how he would know you're experiencing this feeling. Alright, so he's giving you that. He's giving you the healing. He's kind of just on your back. It might be smart to ask him some more questions
So
if
is
he
Chief
lives
like
here.
in the seat like securely?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
he's like zipped up, harnessed,
Look, I'm
back to back.
just gonna follow them.
Okay.
I'm gonna go take a shit real quick.
I asked him about
Um,
what he might have heard in the courtyard.
And he looks at you and he kind of is just like, oh, laddie, I don't really hear much from deep inside the rock. I just know that ghoul was out here and you killed him for me, and now everything's all right.
Does he know how to get out of here? Do you know how to get out of here?
The ramp? And he points at the ramp.
Sure.
You,
Let's go.
you get the impression that he doesn't really leave the quarry often, and even if he did, he is inside prison walls. So I'm not really sure how he survived what he has, and he seems pretty content with his life here until just recently when he was told about the tragedy of the Native Americans.
I want to ask him if he has a wife.
I did, and she died of smallpox.
Just like the Native
It's
Americans.
like the Native Americans.
I must meet these Native Americans.
They're great.
He sounded.
Oh shit.
And then, when you got your back, and then back to Arcana check from way recently. Nazir catches that Heart or Chief is the creature they call the ghoul, and from Nazir's knowledge of Arcana history, he knows that a ghoul is an undead being, and that they were thought to be myth, but they are written about in some mage and sorcery books. They're a form of necromancy and aren't of this world normally. But he struggles to believe that this could actually be one such creature of legend, one such foot soldier of the undead. But from what he saw of the vital organs being ripped out and it's still moving and the burns and lacerations on its still living body, you're starting to think that maybe this is in fact a product of an undead world.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac, you're gonna push the talk again?
Yeah, I forgot. Okay. So, do we want to head up the ramp then?
Yeah, I think that's a smart way.
All right.
Ramp, please.
And Kirk, hello. Are you
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Okay. We're gonna go up the ramp.
Yeah, I said you guys are starting to walk up the ramp, and
Okay. Yeah.
you're now at the top of the tower. Or not the tower, I'm so sorry. The quarry.
Can we
All right.
look out? Like, what's it? Can we see anything in the distance?
Uh, in the distance, you see. Let me just preface this by saying that this total area is it's large. It's all walled in, but it is, I'd say about between 50 and 80 acres. I'd say, like, if you were to take, this is an outside reference, but the land that the elementary, high school, and middle school are all on in Albion, um, that's the size of the combined interior of this prison walls.
Okay.
So this quarry is pretty big, but you are looking towards what you know is the rec yards, and you can kind of make some things out, but not entirely sure. It is some distance. It would take you about 5 minutes to walk there, just because this is such a large prison. Like I said, it was high security, held a lot of people. It's got to be pretty large to hold this courtyard or this quarry. But yeah, you know that you are facing the rec yards, or you could go back up to the courtyards.
Okay.
How's he doing? Are you guys gonna go to the rec yards or the courtyard?
I think Rec-Yard.
Yeah, let's go to the rec yard.
Rec yard, gotcha. You guys are making your way to the rec yard. About 3-4 minutes past. Oh, sorry, my dog just walking in. 3-4 minutes past, you get there, and you find yourself in a familiar open field of dirt. Torn up chunks of grass lie ahead. Although it is not uncommon to see some bodies here or there as the result of fights, the yard today resembles more of a morgue. A large number of bodies scatter the ground, both prisoner and guard alike. A rickety old storage shed stands in the center, battered and worn as if centuries have passed since you last laid out upon it. You turn around and shiver at the sight of the massive stone spire behind you. It now looks more like a monument to mark a graveyard or tomb. Lightning flashes and thunder rips through your eardrums. Everybody roll for endurance.
D20 quick.
Mm-hmm.
11.
I mean, also got an 11. What did
Endurance.
Nazir get?
Well, I'm not seeing endurance. I rolled a 7, but I don't know what to add to that.
Why did I think? Maybe I meant survival. I thought endurance was shit. We use survival. I'll give you a +1,
Alright, yeah.
which will be fine. So the thunder is just very loud. The lightning strike is right next to you, and you are rattled, startled by it, but you are not completely thrown off by it. So you're all okay. And you're kind of just standing at the start of this rec yard, and you can look around some more, or investigate, and do what you please.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around a bit.
Hello.
Look around a bit.
Gotcha. Roll for perception.
God damn it, bro. Perception. Why can't I find perception? Listen. It's a +1, so I got an 8.
8. All right. So you're looking around, and other than the original bodies that I told you about, you see like bloody streaks, like drag marks, and you kind of put 2 and 2 together, and you're thinking that this may be the area that the monumental pile of bodies in the quarry had come from, just because of all these dragging streaks. you think something has been transporting the bodies to the quarry. And the more you think about it, that was the only ghoul that you've seen. So you think that maybe the bodies were dropped off there by something or somebody else, and that the ghoul merely was attracted to it because of the large quantity of bodies.
Does my chief know anything about this? Like any
It's
of
about
these
time you bloody ask me. He explains to you that that was indeed a ghoul and it was undead, and he's not really sure what the fuck that was all about. But since last night, he has heard a lot of screaming coming from this direction. It's hard to tell through the thunderstorms and whatever, but every so often a few bodies would just come flying down into the quarry and smacking the ground as hard as they could. It'd be screams. 10 minutes later, the bodies would hit. So he said he was under the belief that something was clearly up here killing people, and that he was not too keen to go out on his own, considering he is very small and presumably pretty vulnerable.
now he's got
His return.
Gotcha.
I asked him to give me a description.
As
What?
I asked him for a description of his wife.
I think Isaac's talking, but I don't know if he's talking in chat.
I asked him for a description of his wife.
There we go.
Keep forgetting.
Okay. I heard description of his wife. He looks at you and he's like, very solemnly and kind of morbidly, he's like, I wish I could tell you, mate, but I haven't seen her in many, many moons.
Whack. How do you not
One
remember?
second, guys. We told him, I taught him, but I don't know if he knows or if he kind of, every time he sees a treat, he's gotten used to it. Okay, so then a little bit, yeah. I have gotten out of interacting and not getting in trouble by not talking to Abby tonight by bringing my puppy here. So I'm like, not like, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes if I'm playing Xbox, I'll like buy her food and she'll eat the food for a while and I'll play Xbox. So like now I'm playing D&D and she's playing with a puppy, so like I'm good. So anyway, what was I saying? What was I saying?
I actually don't know.
I asked for a description of his wife, but you didn't give me
Oh
one.
yes, his many
Yeah,
moons.
he literally doesn't remember. The gnomes live for a while, at least in this world, and
God damn it! I was gonna cast minor
the
illusion.
gnome genocide happened long ago.
His wife dead?
All right, so
Whole family's dead, just like the Native Americans.
I want to ask you if
you
you
know.
have any idea where we should go from here. Our main objective is just to escape the prison, right?
Essentially. Well, your main objective is to deliver the note that
We burned?
We didn't burn.
Jod
No, they got another
has
one.
a note in his pocket that he was able to have Merlin rewrite because for some reason Nazir burned it, but he burned it right in front of Merlin, so Merlin was kind of just like, what the fuck, and just wrote another one and then handed it to Jod instead.
Yeah.
Now there's walls that surround like the courtyard
This
and
prison is completely encircled with walls, and the only gate that you've seen and that you are historically aware of is the front gate that is heavily, heavily, heavily barricaded.
What about that pickaxe? Could I just like bust a hole in it?
Careful, it's a one-time use though.
It's a one-time use, and these
And
walls
I have.
look much thicker than the handle of that pickaxe. So as you guys are kind of discussing amongst yourself, I'm sorry. You hear this big booming voice, but kind of like a retard's voice. It's like, who the fuck's in my yard? And this fucking big ass dude comes out, and you hear Chief, and he's like, holy shit, mate, spin me around.
I want to yell back and be like, Who the fuck talks like that?
And as soon as you finish that sentence, and as soon as Ja turns around so that Chief can get a better look, a great axe comes flying in
No!
through the air, aimed at Thronk, and just barely misses his head and slams into the ground beside him. And from out in front of you, you see this massive hulking figure, the same size, if not bigger, than Jod. Not a Goliath, but human, bald and fat and pig-like, but
I
massive nonetheless. And Chief looks at you shaking, and he says, Slaughterclaw.
said what?
Slaughterclaw?
Yes.
Can I
And this big
take a better look at him to tell if he's actually retarded or not?
roll for perception.
Okay, I got a 17.
I just got pushed to talk.
I got 17. God damn it.
Just take yourself off.
Yeah, the room.
Takes a while, yeah.
No, I heard him say 17 in the room next to me, and then none of us answer.
So you roll this
I wanna.
perception check, and all three of you at the same time, all of a sudden, you know exactly who this is. This is Stephen Slaughterclaw Hamshaw. Stephen Slaughterclaw Hamshaw was, to your knowledge, was one of the best fighters that the King of Meskva had. He could single-handedly take on entire units of enemy troops, but he is, at least rumors had it, a bit slow. And you knew that he was in prison, and the rumors in the prison were that he had turned on the cohort of soldiers, some of them, and single-handedly taken out 20 of Meskva's royal guard because he was mad that he wasn't given dinner one. So
That sounds like someone upstairs.
They earned him the title Slaughterclaw because he is missing his left hand, and in its place is this like metal cup that's on it with a large sickle.
Alright. I'm going to cast Minor Illusion, and I'm going to try and project an image. It's a him, like piece by piece, but it's him in pigtails. Try to convince him that it's a girl.
Roll for deception.
Alright, let's see. 12 plus 6, so I got an 18.
He looks at it and he's like, "Oh my lord!" Kind of just like he kind of just like waddles over, and kind of just like looks at her, and he like takes his pants off and just like starts to beat his dick.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'd like to attack his dick. I want to cut it off.
What?
Go for it. Just roll.
Okay.
Hey, yo, we don't know if he's going to be aggressive yet.
Yeah, facts.
I got a
She's just beating
14.
his dick, bro.
I got a 14. I don't know, is it plus 5 for Isaac?
What?
Is it plus 5
Let me see what I want. Let me see what. Actually, yeah, because if you're gonna, he's going to attack and he's got a 19 total.
We don't know
You
if he's
bring
gonna
your
be-
short sword. You approach, and I'm gonna see you break the illusion. You walk right through the illusion, and you kind of look shocked, and you just hear him go, "Oh," and you bring your short sword overhead and completely chop off his dick. But in that same effect, your short sword is lodged deep into the ground now, and you're unable to pull it out before he's able to kind of backhand you with his unarmed left hand because he is right-handed. I'm sorry. his left hand that he was just beating his dick with, which is covered in pre-cum, and he swings that at you.
How much come on me?
And he rolls a 2 and he misses violently and kind of just falls on the ground. And then stands back up and he's like, my dick. And he just screams. And then all of a sudden, from behind him, you hear footsteps. And these 2 much smaller looking prisoners come out. And he goes, Biff, let's kill these guys. And now it is a 3-on-1. Giff and Biff are both going to attack Jod because they have advantage.
Are Giff and Biff also retarded?
Giff and Biff both missed, and they kind of look at their boss and like, I'm sorry, boss. And now I need you guys to roll for initiative.
13.
5.
16.
Tronk, Nazir, Jod. Okay. Tronk's turn. Tronk.
Drunk.
Oh, it's my turn?
Tronk.
Right.
Yeah. Dummy.
I would like to cast Minor Illusion and do like one of the, like, you know, like what a monkey bomb looks like? Do like one of those, but like minus the dynamite. So it's just a
Just a
normal
monkey
symbol
toy?
monkey.
You just want a symbol monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say
I'm
something?
assuming you're going to try to
He said, without a bomb.
eye him with it.
Yeah, because they're retarded.
Okay. Go for it. Roll for deception.
Oh, perfect. 23.
Throw it. And Giff looks, or not Giff, I'm sorry. Hamshaw, Slaughterfly Hamshaw looks at it. He's like, ho ho ho. And he kind of just laughs, but looks at you guys. And he's run, getting revenge for my penis. I'm gonna take that monkey from you. And he kind of just starts to waddle towards you, Simon. He's obviously more pissed off about his penis being cut off than he is interested in a symbol monkey. He believes it's real. Certainly believes it's real. He is tremendously interested in it, but he was much more. As far as he's concerned, you just cut off his penis and embarrassed him in front of a very beautiful woman, and now you just have to die. It is now Nazir's turn.
I want to. Are the other 2 retarded too?
The way they talk, they seem less retarded, but they just seem like lackeys.
I want to cast Minor Illusion of all 3 of them in pigtails.
Roll for deception 3 times.
3? Okay. $13. 16. Or 15, sorry. And 23.
Okay, so yeah, you make an image of all of them, and they all and Giff and Biff start to talk to the women. But surprisingly, Hamshaw walks up to his, and he's kind of just like, "My lady, I am very sorry for what you saw earlier. I just want you to know that I will not stand for this, and that I will get revenge on those who have wronged me, and that I will see you soon, my love."
I'd like to then go and cut off his balls.
And then
Oh no!
no, he's still very much focused on you. He was just making sure that this
Okay.
beautiful woman knew that he did not intend for his penis to get cut off. And he turns to Giff and Biff, and he just roars at them. He's like, "Boys, let's go!" And they were kind of snapped from their trance, and they continue to move towards the three of you. And it is God's turn.
I'll attack.
My
one
turn?
of-
Mine.
No, Jod. Holy shit, Simon.
You said Thron.
I'd like to put Chief down so he doesn't get injured in this fight.
I mean, he's on your back. Unless you turn and run and he gets hit, I think he's pretty safe.
Oh, okay, okay. I'll use my longbow and attack one of the two smaller ones. I'll attack Biff.
Okay.
I got an 11 plus 5, so I got 16.
1 second. You hit. Roll for damage.
The 8 or the 6?
That's an 8 for
8?
longbow.
Okay.
Having a good time.
I got an 8.
I am.
I ate till I was sick on the floor. 8 times 8 is 64.
So you got an 8, and you take your longbow and you launch it at Giff, and it pierces right through his chest, and he kind of looks down at the hole in his chest cavity, and he just drops to the ground, stone dead. And Biff looks over in complete and utter shock.
It's kind of sad.
Hamshaw looks over, and then he looks back at you, and he just is like, "That was my friend."
Aww,
He just like
so...
he just grows like completely red, and from on his back, with one hand each, he pulls out 2 great axes,
Oh.
lifts them above his head, and he throws them. Roll.
Why do you have to attack the tall, retarded guy?
I thought it was funny.
So he's going to attack Jod,
Understandable.
and he is going to attack Thronk.
Oh.
Jod, he is going to hit. He rolled a 16. And Thronk, he is going to hit.
Fuck.
And he's going to do.
Isaac, how much health do I have?
What do you health? You have 10. You have 10 health left.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh.
He's going to do 10 damage to Jod, and he's going to do 9 damage to Thronk. Jod catches this great axe directly in his chest and just drops to the ground motionless. And he falls backwards. So
no!
he is on top. He is on top of Chief, and you hear Chief screaming, and Chief is in desperate need of assistance, or he may soon suffocate. But Jod appears to be.
Alright.
Jod is in his death saving throws, and Thronk is very close to it.
So in an attempt to an attempt to save them, I cast Minor Illusion again. This time it's him in pigtails getting fucked by a guy who looks slightly like him, but he thinks it's somebody else.
Roll deception.
Alright, 12 plus 6, that's 18.
So after he's thrown these and he's killed John, and he is just really in front, he says, "Bullseye." But then he looks over and he sees this woman that he's fallen in love with getting fucked by another large man. And you just see all the life in his face leave him. He just goes, "No, no." And you see him like start to do like this weird fat guy jog over his axe above his head, and he swings at both of the Robinses. And he, with all the momentum that he put in that swing, he kind of forgets to let go of the axe and just pulls himself forward into the mud. And he's so fat that he's actually going to miss his next turn on the next loop around because he's going to be trying to get up, and whoever attacks him is going to get advantage.
Okay.
However, it is now Biff's turn. You're alive. Biff is going to see what just happened to Giff and just be like, no. And but because Jod is dead, he's going to turn his attentions towards Frank, and he's going to hit. And he's going to do 1 damage to Thronk. I believe Thronk has 1 health.
Yes, you'd be right.
And Nazir has 8.
I have 3 left.
Oh god,
I do
okay.
have a
Well, it
health
is now
potion, though.
Nazir and Thronk third.
I'm gonna drink my my healing potion.
Okay. You go for it. It's 1d8.
1d8.
Mm-hmm.
4. Oh, 4.
Okay, so you're up to 7. Or no, you're up to
Up to 5.
health.
And then I want to cast Bardic Inspiration on Nazir.
Alright.
How many of those have you cast up to this point? You can only cast 3 per long rest.
And I have 2 casted right now.
Yeah, I believe this will be a second.
So is this the third one? This is the second? Okay.
The second
And you're
one.
going to cast it on Nazir, so Nazir gets a bonus action?
Yes.
Alright.
Or not bonus action, they can add it.
No, so here...
Ability, attack, or saving throw. It says for 10 minutes, the creature can add it to 1 ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Yeah, but here on mine it says Bardic Inspiration, 1 bonus action.
It says as a bonus action, a creature other than yourself within 60 feet that can hear you gains an inspiration die. It says to do so, you use a bonus action on your turn to choose 1 creature other than yourself that can a Bardic Inspiration die, d6. So Isaac or Nazir can add a 1d6 if he decides to attack.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take my health potion.
Okay. 1d8.
Okay. Big old 2.
Nice.
Alright. And then
Where'd you get a health potion from?
AJ gave it one of his 3.
I gave it to him.
Or
I gave it to Simon, and Simon gave it to him.
oh yeah.
Okay. So what are you up to?
I'm
Full
up to
health now?
5 health now.
Both at 5.
Okay.
Well, good thing that fuckhead skipped his turn for next time.
Thanks.
And then I can attack too, right? Health potion's a bonus action.
Yeah.
Alright. Actions. So if I attack the big guy, I have advantage.
Yeah. And then you also have bonus die.
Okay. I'm going to use crossbow light.
A light crossbow. Okay.
Yes.
Alright.
And I miss. I have advantage though, so I get to roll twice, right?
What'd you roll? A 1?
Yeah.
Oh, so you got a tongue roll on that one, fucker. I have advantage on. I won't count it because actually I will count it, but roll again, and then I'll tell you what happens.
Alright, and then I got a fucking 8. Okay.
8 plus nothing.
Yeah.
8 plus 1.
And who are you aiming at?
Big guy.
Okay, so you fire your first arrow and you miss miserably. And the second arrow you also miss miserably. And it is now skipping Hamshaw's turn back to Thronk, but Hamshaw is back on his feet now, ready to attack on his next turn.
I want to cast prestidigitation and just make him feel really happy.
Why don't you try to kill him? For the good team that's about to die, why don't you just try to hit him with something?
Because if he's happy, he won't try and kill me.
Except the past 3 times you tried to deceive him, nothing has happened. Other than that, he missed a turn. He's.
He'll be
I'm
happy.
going to tell you right now, he will not be happy no matter what you do. He's lost his penis. He has just seen the girl who likes getting fucked. You are not going to be able to do anything to deceive him. His main goal in life right now is to kill you.
They get moved.
Huh?
Dad told me you were at Lillian's.
That was earlier, yeah.
Getting in trouble.
I've been home for about like 2 hours now.
Did you get
Yeah.
maybe around 5?
Yeah, around then. I was home at like 5:30.
Okay, so you were at Lillian's.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
My dad's kind of slow.
No. Okay, I guess I'll attack him with my rapier.
Alright. AJ's gonna be muted for a second.
So, roll the hit, Simon. So you don't have any attacking spells?
What would be my bonus to hit?
Why'd you build your character like a fucking idiot? You got fucking identify and silent image.
I rolled a 15. Or not a 15, a 16. That was plus 2. Who did what to whose character?
You said a 15?
I rolled a 16.
I said, how the hell do you make yourself? Oh, I guess you're part. Okay, whatever. You hit either way. Roll the 1d8 plus 1. Hello?
I'm rolling.
It's gotta be a good roll.
I rolled a 7.
Plus 1, so 9.
It was a 6 plus 1. It was 7 total.
Okay. So you stick it in the middle of Hamshaw's stomach, and he looks down, and he just goes, "Oh!" And he looks up at you, and he just looks sad, but really pissed off. And it is definitely going to attack you on his next turn, and it is now Amnesia's turn.
Oh, shit.
What did you say, Kurt? Mom was talking to me.
It is Nazir's turn.
Oh, it's Nazir's turn. Okay. I thought it was Hamlet's or whatever his name is. Alright.
Anyone say Chief yet?
Wait. I didn't. Wait 1 second. I'm sorry. It should be. Yeah, no, Nazir is after Thrawn. So yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna attempt to use my hand axe this time.
Are you out of spell slots?
I am. I only have one. And I used it to blow up a rat earlier.
What? Hand axe?
Yeah, hand axe.
Okay.
And it misses.
Hit a 1 again.
No, it was a 2.
That misses very, very badly.
Yeah.
And it is now Slaughterclaw Hamshaw's turn.
I can't hit shit all of a sudden.
Apparently, fuck, dude. Alright, Slaughterclaw Hamshaw's going for fucking Thronk. Slaughterclaw Hamshaw's gotten an 11, and he barely misses Thronk. He swings his axe in just within inches of Thronk's face. And goes, fuck. And he just talks like he's in slow motion, like the world in his eyes is just moving a lot slower than it actually is. Biff sees this shit, and he's like, don't worry, boss, I'll get him. And he swings at Simon.
Oh, fuck.
He gets he also barely misses a few inches from Simon's face. He says, oh, I'm sorry, boss. And it is now Rock's turn.
Flonk's turn?
Yes.
Big dude's still alive, right?
Yeah, he just missed trying to cut your head off.
I'm going at him with the rapier.
Okay, hold it.
Pierre.
I rolled a 13
Hey, yo, what are you doing to Pierre?
+3.
plus 2.
This says +3 for your character sheet. It says hit.
What one am I using?
You said rapier, right?
Yeah.
It says rapier. His
Take
range is
+3,
5 feet.
Simon.
You're right in front of him. Yeah, you hit anyway. Do 1d8 + 1.
Six. Total.
And that's a 6 total. Alright, and you stab him again right next to that spot. He goes, are you gonna kill me? And he just looks like he's bleeding profusely out of these holes. Just fat and blood are pouring out of him. He's pretty fucked up right now. Well, he's close to death. He's not dead, but he's fucking close. And it's now Nazir's turn.
Okay. I guess I'll go with the hand axe again.
Going for big guy?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Roll the hit.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I rolled a 1 again.
Oh my god.
Roll the 1.
Again, yeah.
You swing, and in your swing, you bring it down too far, and you hit yourself in the leg. Actually, in your left thigh, and you take. What is that hand axe?
That's 1d6.
Oh no.
I could die right now. That's 6 is more healthy.
You bury that axe deep into the artery in your left thigh, taking 5 damage, and you just immediately pass out and drop to the ground.
I'm unconscious.
So is he dead or passed out?
Well, they're technically both, I guess, quote unquote dead. They'd be in their death saving throws, but Jod's not here. And I'm not really sure how death saving throws work, in all honesty.
I'm here.
Okay. I was kind of just waiting to see what happened. But now that one of your teammates has accidentally hit themselves in the leg with an axe and caused themselves to bleed out, and then the other teammate got virtually split in half with a fucking giant throwing axe, it is solely up to you now, Simon.
Nice.
God damn it. Anyways, death saving throws. Every time our turn comes around, we have to roll a d20. If it's above 10, we get 1 save, and if it's below 20, we get 1 fail. You have to get 3 saves or fails. If you get 3 fails, you die. If you get 3 saves, you stabilize.
Okay, Jod, I need you to roll a d20.
I'm gonna fucking
14.
die 'cause all I can roll is 1s.
Okay, so Jod has a success, and then we'll catch Nazir on the way back around. Actually, Jod, roll again, because we skipped you twice.
8.
One failure, one success. All right. I believe it is Hamshaw's turn again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, but I
Oh.
believe if you go
Hamshaw raises his great pointed at Frank. He lifts it above his head and brings it down in an attempt to cut Simon or Frank right in half. Before he does that, you hear, "I'll finish him off." And Biff steps in front, lunging at Simon, but at the same time catching the broadside of Hamshaw's great axe in his spinal column. Biff is going to take.
You roll a fucking 1, or like was I just gonna die and you decided to let me live?
He actually rolled a 1. I swear on my life, Hamshaw rolled a 1.
I guess.
And Biff is going to be hit squarely in the back, and Biff is just dropped straight to the ground. He's not dead, but he is fucking mortally wounded. Hamshaw looks in shock, and Biff doesn't look like he's capable of taking his next turn, so it's going to go straight back to Thronk.
All right.
You're gonna make a death saving throw.
Yeah, make the throw measure.
Oh fuck. Okay. 16.
Okay, so you're good. AJ, do yours.
$13.
Alright,
Okay, so AJ's successes, and I said there's one success. Okay, Thronk, take your turn.
All right, I'm attacking with my rapier. I rolled it. You said I had a +3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's a 20.
Okay, you hit, and you're going for Hamshaw.
Yeah, big feller.
Okay,
And that's a 6.
You stick him one more time, and then this last time, he looks down. He's like, "Oh, you got me." And these 3 holes that you've created have really broken the integrity of his outer layer of skin. And the 3 holes there's tears forming in between them, like connect the dots. And his entire stomach just bursts open, and all of his intestines fall onto the ground. He drops onto his knees and just slumps over on the ground, on top of Biff, who takes takes 1 damage. And you hear Biff underneath all of this, barely hanging on to life, screaming for help. But the immediate danger is over. Biff is trapped underneath Hamshaw. Not dead, but immobile.
Would you say Biff is capable of still hurting me?
No, Biff is completely underneath Hamshaw.
I'm gonna yell to Biff and be like, "Give me one reason why I should help you."
He yells back. He goes, "I'll fucking kill you."
You just asked for help, asshole. Give me one good reason.
He says, "Help me out of here so I can kill you."
You already said that.
I'm gonna cast fuck.
Keith is fucking suffocating, and both your friends are dead.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Oh, I want to go rescue fucking Chief. I want to go rescue Chief
Yeah,
first.
he's alive.
Can I go try and rescue Chief?
Roll a d20.
What would my advantage be in this?
None. I'm gonna see if you can beat my roll.
I rolled a 13.
You hear like this muffled yelling, but you're unable to move, Jod. I mean, you're in this muddy area, and when he fell back, it kind of just sunk his back into the ground, and you just know that Chief is underneath him.
Oh, I'm guessing I did not save him.
You hear this muffled yelling still, but you can't move Jod. You're gonna have to find a way to revive Jod. And hope that Jod can come back. Jod, make a saving throw.
One.
Jod is one fail away from full death, and one success away from living.
Can I use my last spell slot?
To do what?
Would healing word work on?
Yeah, it would, right? It would
I
help
don't
him
think
a
it
lot.
stabilizes. Does it say it stabilizes?
I'm gonna use healing word on Jihad.
So it's no effect on undead or constructs. You can spell using it. So I think it would work in just the sense that it would add health and bring him back a little bit. Let me check.
Is he at a negative? Oh no, he was at exactly. Oh, so he didn't. He was at exactly 0 because he lost 10 health, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't have to do saving throws. He's just unconscious. If it's exactly 0, then you don't have to do saving throws.
Okay, then Simon, yeah, you can just heal him.
Alright. Do I have to roll to see if I heal him?
I think it's a 1d4. You just roll a 1d4.
For healing?
This is your other spell slot, however.
Fuck. I don't want to roll a goddamn d20. 5 total.
You rolled a 2 plus 3.
Yep.
Okay. Jod, you're back up. You have 5 health. You can stand up.
Let's go. Is my homeboy okay? We need to check on him.
You turn, you like look over your shoulder, and he goes, "Oh my god!" And he's alive. And he explains to you that if he wasn't a rock gnome and used to holding his breath underground, he'd be dead. And you still have to deal with Nazir, who I'm pretty sure is in death saving throws because he was negative. I don't know if you guys have any healing anything or what.
I know I don't.
I did pass my next saving throw though. I got an 11.
There you go. So you're on 2 successes. I'll just have you do another one until we see if you wake up.
And a 15. Okay, I'm good.
Okay, so does that put you at 1 health?
No, it puts me at 0. So I'm still unconscious, but not in saving
Okay, you're unconscious, but they need to figure out how to help you the fuck out.
Yeah.
Hey, Aishis can look around or try to find something. Tronk doesn't have any spell slots left.
That motherfucker's still underneath all that shit, right? His intestines.
Yeah. Yeah.
What kind of injuries has he sustained? Like, is he mobile? If I were to take him out, is he mobile?
Because he has a great axe lodged into his spinal cord.
Alright, well, I'm gonna rescue that fucker then, since he's paralyzed and can't do anything to me.
Okay. Yeah. Is Jod gonna help you lift this big guy off of him?
Yes.
God, will you help me fucking carry this bitch?
Oh, I fucking guess so.
Could've just had Rock Gnome Boy tunnel through that shit.
And Biff is underneath it all, like looking at you. He's like, "Oh, you want me to kill you, huh?"
Jihad, can you take out your cock and just smack him in the face with it?
Yes, I will. I'd like to take out my cock and beat him with it.
Not beat him, just smack him one time.
Fair enough.
Does that do unarmed damage, Kirk?
Oh, so he wants to beat him? Yeah, it would actually do unarmed damage.
Cock.
With his cock.
Yeah. Who was beating him, Jod?
Yeah.
That's a 13-inch dick. That's what's gonna hurt him.
So fucking whip him with it.
Is it like an automatic 3 or something?
I don't know. For me, it's a 1, but I have really low strength.
What's my
actions? His unarmed damage is 4.
Roll 1d4.
You turn your coffee on?
No,
Where's my D?
he does.
There it is.
His damage is 3 plus. Yeah, it's just 3.
So am I rolling my D4?
You don't have to roll anything.
No,
just
you
automatically
kill him. You just beat Biff to death with your dick.
Let's go. Let me search his body now.
Yeah, you can search them all.
All right, I want to search him. I want to search all of them.
You don't find anything on Biff or Giff. In Hamshaw, you find a ham bone. And you are able to take off his sickle hand.
Okay, I'll
And you
keep
can
the
take
sickle.
that if you want.
Wait, so
Yeah.
did that guy die from the meat smack?
Yeah.
Fuck.
His head was caved in from Jod's penis.
Let's go.
He
Like
whipped him
a
so hard.
sledgehammer dropping on his forehead. The penis just completely caved in his skull.
Can I carry Isaac's character? I forgot his name for some reason.
Yeah, you are easily able to lift off Nazir's
Okay.
female-like body.
Let me pick up Nazir so he can travel with us in case we find some medicine.
Fuck. How big would you say Fat Boy's intestines were?
He's a very large. He was at least a foot taller than Jod, and about 500 pounds. He's a very, very big.
Cut off his ear and take it.
Okay, you cut off Slaughter Claw Hamshaw's ear and add it to your inventory. You do that, and as far as you're aware, there's no more enemies in the wreck yards. You can investigate some more. There's a shed or two around.
Investigate one of the sheds.
Yeah. You guys go to perhaps the most prominent and still intact shed. You enter it, and then everybody roll for investigation.
I'm unconscious.
Oh, except for Frank and Jihad roll for investigation.
Oh, I lost my die.
Where's my investigation at?
You have a +0, so.
Yo, Isaac,
I
roll a
rolled a
D20.
14.
Isaac, roll a D20 for me really quick. I just threw my die on accident.
Okay. You sure you want me to do it? I was rolling like 1.
Yeah, that's right. Just do it.
It's an 11.
All right.
I had a 14.
Okay. Actually, let me look what I had written down. That might be good. Simon, you actually, upon sifting through everything, you find various yard equipment like shovels, pickaxes, hammers, things like that. But hidden behind this what appeared to be a toolbox, and you open it, and actually it is a first aid kit, and you find 2 vials of 1d8 healing.
Alright, I'm using one on me and one on fucking Nazir.
Alright, you each get 1d8.
Let's go. Watch me roll a 1.
I got a 7.
Oh, 7. Let's go.
Awesome.
Got them lucky 7.
That puts me back at max health.
Nice. It's probably Nazir's probably pretty close to max health too, right? Your max health's only 8.
Yeah, my max health is 8. I am at 7 now.
Here, did you want to roll to investigate this place, Nazir?
Yeah. At a 14 plus 3, so I got
17, good. So, upon looking around, you're walking and you feel this one floorboard start to squeak. And you get down and you start to pry at it. You open it, and inside, is he being good? Nice. And underneath this floorboard, you find 3 sticks of dynamite. And it occurs to you that maybe these would be capable of blowing open that massive barricade, the front gate.
All right, I shove them in my prison pocket.
That's your asshole.
Yeah.
You better hope you make a wrong move.
So Isaac has 3 sticks of dynamite reaching from his sphincter all the way up to like his middle of his small intestine.
Let's go.
And you have those now, and you can make your way to the front and make an attempt to escape.
All right. Did the other guys see me take him?
Yeah, I'd say it's a small shred, and they saw you. They saw you shove it.
We just watched
Yeah.
him shove it up his asshole. I was
Yeah,
amazed.
it'd be kind of hard not to notice.
I just squat. I
Yeah,
cast my
so-
illusion while I was doing it.
So you guys are headed to the front. You guys are headed back up to the front courtyard. Are you going to try and plant the explosives on the barricade?
I say yes. But I don't have it up my asshole, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Alright,
pop a
so
squat right in
it's-
front of the door and just push as hard as I can.
All right. So Isaac makes his way to that, and he pops a squat, and he shits in front of the door. And in that pile of shit, there's 3 sticks of dynamite. But before you have a chance to come up with a way to light them, you hear this large voice. Where do you think you're going? And this large, 7-foot tall, 300-pound, pure muscle, green, gray skin, humanoid with thick plate armor steps out. Think you slimy pieces of shit can run around my prison and not be punished? Breaking out of your cell and attempting to escape are both crimes against the High King. The penalty is death. And today, I am your judge and your jury. And he readies his massive
Good thing the
greatsword.
executioner's not here.
He readies his massive greatsword. And around him are 3 fully armored prison guards.
I just want to be like, Daddy, chill.
Are we fighting now, or can we do stuff still?
You are fighting, and I need you to roll for initiative. This is the Chief Warden, the man whose office you raided.
God damn it. I don't remember. What did we get from his office?
Yeah, some shit you probably burned or found and didn't think was important, and that could have aided you in a really hard boss battle, probably.
Was his
but now
office with
he's...
all the gay stuff in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just pull out the gay porn and be like, I know your
Use the
secret.
dildo!
Alright. I have all this stuff in my bag, right? I took all this shit. I'm pretty sure.
Except the dildo. For
Except
some
the
reason,
dildo.
we left
We didn't-
3-foot dildo in this fucking bed.
We didn't take
Should have took the dildo.
Said, I know your secret, Warden, and if you don't let us go, the rest of your men will too.
And his men kind of look at you. He's like, "What secret? What is that?" What you have in your hands?
I don't have it in my hands yet, but I tell him I found
Oh.
a very interesting graphic novel in his nightstand.
And he looks at you like, "That's not mine. It doesn't have my name on it." You can inspect it if you want.
Oh yeah, well who do these cum stains belong to on the book? I guarantee you if we went through a proper legal system, this would be DNA'd back to you.
Remember that this gift next to it was also addressed to a GP or a gold piece, which is you assume is the Chief Warden.
Okay. I'm gonna say, all right. What about
And you
your,
feel like you've seen or heard somebody reference GP before.
Gay porn?
Perhaps Isaac remembers more than the others.
Hang on, I gotta go
where
look at
he's
that.
seen this.
I gotta look at the note. Hang on. Yeah, I know. I just fuck. Hang on.
It's there, but it's like it's not clicking.
That's a shot of Milwaukee.
Okay.
Goes to the south.
I am sick of hiding our love. The king's laws know not the fire that burns in our loins for you. Let us leave this awful place. Let us make for Moskva. OGP, please do not waste this love, this passion. Your little snooky poo, Calvin. So I
This
say,
out loud.
huh? No, I was reading it to myself in my head.
From your memory because you burned the note.
Yeah, from my
You were
memory.
reciting it.
You should just be like, Calvin?
And so I say, yeah, it had Kelvin's name on it. I'm assuming you're GP.
I'm gonna
And he
assume you
looks
want
at you
to.
and he's like, he looks at you and he's like, what do you know about Kelvin?
It's like, well, you guys want to sneak away together, huh?
I know enough. If you let us go now,
You also know,
I will
you also know
forget.
he's dead. You pulled this note from a corpse.
Yeah. I tell him I know enough. If you let us go, I'll forget.
And the guards are just like looking more and more like something's going on here. And Chief Warden looks at you and he's like, I don't believe you. But the guards seem like they're a little suspicious. Like they might be like really homophobic, maybe.
Wait, can I cast? I'm gonna cast minor illusion, and I'm gonna make Calvin appear.
Okay, go for it. I
And I'm
guess.
gonna cast minor illusion and have the warden walk over and kiss him.
Okay, both of you roll for deception.
Okay.
Oh, deception. I got a 16.
I got a 15.
Okay, wow. So all of a sudden, like a movie, this projection just appears in front of the guards in between your group and theirs, and
his career. Everybody thinks about Dylan.
um,
He studied here at Jones. Yeah, he's quick. He's shifty. He makes.
the guards are looking at it, and they obviously recognize their friend Kelvin, and they obviously recognize the warden, and they see them kiss, and to them they're like, what you hear one of them go, I knew the rumors are true, and they kind of turn towards the warden, and they're like, explain yourself. And the warden looks at them and is like, he's like, you serve me. These are obvious tricks. They're just trying to get into your head and make you betray me. They don't have any solid proof.
I wanna cast minor illusion again.
So
And,
are you just allowed to do cantrip after cantrip after cantrip after
Yeah,
cantrip?
pretty much.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. I don't
I
think
wanna-
they're going to be as effective every single time you cast one. Like they clearly know that this was magic. They just think it's just like
I wanna make-
type of deal.
I want to make the 3-foot wooden dildo fall from the sky.
Okay, roll for deception. I guess.
Plus 5. 16 again.
So they watch it fall from the sky, and they've already assumed that this was pretty gay, and this just makes it seem more gay, but it doesn't really add anything to it because they just saw him kiss somebody. But it also doesn't add to the support that this is all factual because this is just an illusion created by some prisoners. So
The warden doesn't have any reaction to the 3-foot wooden dildo.
No, not really, but he might have a reaction to like a signed note, a signed gift,
So
a
I
fucking
say,
gay porn novel found on his desk.
So I say to him, do you really want to roll those dice?
The warden looks pretty adamant about taking those risks. I don't think he believes you. I mean, to him, you're just some prisoners. Like, how would you have gotten into his office? How would you have done any of this? Like, maybe you found Kelvin, yeah, but you don't have a note signed by Kelvin or anything. So,
But I knew
what are you
about
gonna do
the
to prove it's
porno
these?
in his drawer. I knew exactly where it was.
Maybe if you showed that to the guards and saw that they saw that it was his, They would believe this
All right.
physical hard evidence, but like again, you're just prisoners, and prisoners say a lot of shit.
So you tell me
Nazir,
the guard.
cast minor illusion on the page and make it look like he signed it. The gay porn
His
magazine.
name's literally on it. His name
His
is
name is
literally on it.
But so you're telling me the guards are just gonna leave aside because they're that homophobic?
One, they're gonna investigate the situation and make that determination based off of what they're
Facts and evidence.
All right, I'm gonna fine. I'll open up my bag and take out the porno and throw it on the ground in front of them.
One of the guards all draw their swords, and two of them point them at the chief, and one runs over to you, and or to where the gay porn's at rather, and lifts it up and reads it, and not reads all of it, but he sees enough to see that this is clearly the chief. This is hard evidence that this is the chief's. Upon closer inspection, Casey finds out that it's a fan fiction written by the chief, and he has put himself in the novel. So there is no denying that this is actually the chief's. So he turns and he looks at the chief, and he draws his sword, and he says, "Chief Warden Goldpiece, you have broken one of the highest laws in the kingdom." And they all begin to just violently attack him.
Oh
my god.
But the chief is no pushover, and the chief kills all three of these guards. Not before taking heavy damage, and after he's finished, and honestly making short work of these guards. These were still trained prison guards, and they were some of the best because they were of his own personal entourage. But he looks like he is now significantly easier to deal with.
Uh-huh. So.
And he kind of looked at you angrily, and he says, "You make me kill my friends. You mentioned Calvin when I haven't seen him in days. You've chosen death." And he pulls out his throwing axe, and he throws it at Nazir.
God damn it. I'm gonna be fucking dead for every encounter.
I'm gonna yell, I wanna yell, Calvin's dead! And it's your fault!
5. And the axe sails right by Nazir. He missed.
Let's go! And I say, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I pull out, because I had that gift that he had in his cabinet too, right? The like necklace or whatever?
Yeah.
All right, so I say, whoa, whoa, whoa! Look what I have here, and I pull out the necklace.
He recognizes it very quickly, but it may not have the effect you want. And now, to him, you think he now just perceives that you've stolen something very dear to him, and he takes off his helmet and sets it on the ground, and almost goes into like this hulking rage. He drops his great sword on the ground and literally full sprint charges at Nazir now.
As he's running straight at me, I make intent to break it. I show him that I'm going to break it. I don't quite.
If anything, has just increased his bloodlust. You've already essentially ruined his life.
All right.
And the job he loved there. I mean,
right, fine,
this
guy.
Happens,
I hit him.
I break it.
This guy loved his kingdom enough to essentially stay behind in a prison uprising where you're certain that some form of necromancy was involved. And his main concern was still to keep the prisoners in their cells. So he obviously had this huge passion for his country, and then you just took it away from him by telling everybody that he is in fact gay, which is against the laws in this country.
Can I hit him with a bow before he charges here? My bow. Can I shoot my bow at him before here?
Yeah, you can shoot your bow at him. If it will stop him, I'm not sure. We'll have you shoot your bow, or then I will roll to see if he makes contact with Nazir with this rage.
So is the necklace going to be of any importance in the future, or is that this is?
It looks like a pretty valuable piece. I mean, Calvin certainly didn't stand out on the gift. Oh, now you care about valuable things, which you burned the painting that would have netted you a lot of gold.
I got 18, by the way.
So you hit him. Roll for damage.
D8 or D6?
I think your longbow's a D8.
I think D8. Yeah. 5.
A 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you want us to roll for initiative?
Takes damage. I would like you to roll for initiative, but that bow did not stop the chief warden from basically spearing Nazir.
Right, Isaac.
Um,
I got
I'm
a
just
nat
gonna
20 on
do.
initiative.
So he's gonna make contact with Nazir. He's going to do 6 damage. He nails Nazir right in the midsection with his shoulder, pins him to the ground, and stands up like flexing on him, like he's like actively flexing his traps and biceps, like let's go. As you're on the ground and with the wind knocked out of you in great pain.
All right. I rolled a nat 20 in my initiative.
Okay, so you're first.
All right. So I cast minor illusion and depict Kelvin's dead body away from me.
Well, actually, I don't know if you make a roll for deception. This is just, actually, in all honesty, roll for Arcana.
Arcana.
So yeah, roll for how effective it is. You
like
got a +3.
That's checking for magic in an item.
Well, I don't see a fucking magic +3, so fucking suck my dick, and we're going for Arcana.
Fine. All right, 10 plus 3, 13.
13, and then I'll roll. Let's see what he gets.
Well, I know he's excited.
He rolls a nat 1 in defense of this, and I'm gonna make him take. He's only gonna take 1d4 psychic damage, but seeing this, his dead lover has really obviously mentally affected him, and he does take 1d4 psychic damage.
All right. My intent was to get him to leave me alone and go look at the body.
No, I think he is at this point knows your magic, but just seeing the sight has injured him mentally.
He's depressed.
I rolled a 15 for.
Okay, so we'll do.
Do you want me to roll the damage or?
Oh shit! I forgot to roll my initiative. Sorry.
What do you mean roll damage?
Do you want me to, or are you gonna roll the psychic damage?
I did. I rolled a d12 and you only got a 4.
Oh man! All right.
So, but we're gonna go. It's gonna go Nazir, and this time, what'd you get?
I got a
15.
Oh, sorry. I got a 14.
So it's gonna go Nazir, Thronk, Jod, guard, chief guard, gold piece. Okay, Thronk's turn.
I want to cast Prestidigitation,
But he had what he wanted, but
and I want to make him hear Kelvin's voice in his mind saying, "Don't hurt these poor people. It wasn't what I would have wanted."
Roll for deception.
loves him. Rogers loves having him back.
16 plus 5 is 21, right?
Big blitz.
Yeah, 21.
Soft spot in the zone.
Right. You see him wince in pain, and he takes 5 psychic damage, and he looks like he's mentally barely hanging on to life. And it is now Jod's turn.
So, guys, I'm just gonna attack him because that's all I can really do. I'm gonna attack him with my short swords.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Are you using swords?
Oh wait, I only have one short sword, right? Because my one's still stuck back in the penis.
Never got that out of the ground, yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, so I got 13. Oh, then. plus the 5, right, for my damage thing?
Yeah, so you definitely hit.
Okay.
Roll for damage.
Firing downhill, which I'm sure what
4.
4 total.
behind those guys.
I think so. Yeah.
Did you roll it? So you rolled a 1.
No, I rolled a 4. Sorry, I rolled a 4.
It's 4 plus 3, so you have 7.
Oh, my bad. 7.
So you jab at Gold Piece, and he's looking you in the eyes, and you actually see the life leaving his body, and he just looks so defeated. He actually grabs you by the hand and looks you in the eyes, and then pulls the blade in more. And he drops to his knees and slumps over, and he's dead.
Says, "Ew, don't touch me, queer."
Aren't you streaming still?
Yeah, and
Oh, fumble.
It'll be fine.
Who's playing tonight?
the
Packers Titans.
Okay, so anyway, Gold Piece is dead. His body's in front of you. You can search his body and make your way out of prison.
Can I run and go get my other short sword, or are we too far past that?
Yeah, I'll say you're running back to get those. You're running back to get your other short sword, leaving Nazir and Toronto to loot.
That's fine. They're smarter.
The body. I want to loot the body first.
Roll for perception. Or roll for investigation.
15.
So upon looting him, I'm going to say that Nazir's standing right over you, so he's seeing anything you're getting. You pull out a wallet, and inside that wallet you find 10 gold pieces, and you also find a picture. It's like Kelvin and two small children.
Excuse me.
It has. You're assuming they're adopted. But it was him, Kelvin, the 2 small children. They look very happy, like a very happy family. And you imagine that these children must still be alive somewhere because they weren't in this prison. They must just be somewhere else, hidden away. Everybody roll 1d4 psychic damage.
Everybody?
I'm not there.
Everybody except
Why?
John.
Because I feel bad?
Yes!
Nazir doesn't feel bad about this type of stuff.
Yeah, Nazir's a dickhead.
Yeah.
No, you take 1d4.
Roll the 1.
That's too much. You just saw the guard basically kill himself, and now you learn that both parents to these young children are dead.
My next action, I was gonna take the picture and burn it.
No, I want the picture.
All right, so then Nazir doesn't take any damage, but Frank does.
I took 1 damage.
Bro,
I want the picture.
That shit would have killed me. I have 1 health left. You can't go into saving throws twice per long rest.
So Simon has this picture of Kelvin's family. Maybe one day you'll find the children. And then you also find a royal passport that you believe will allow you to get into several different cities, perhaps, or traveled unhindered by authorities. John, are you back yet?
Yes, I am back with the group.
Cool. So
I only want the picture so they can have whatever's left.
Wow.
Right. Nazir gets this passport that may be very useful in avoiding authorities and getting into places he shouldn't be allowed.
I take that shit.
You guys gonna proceed to blow up the fence or the gate?
Yes.
Yes.
What do I have to light it with?
You guys probably have like a tinderbox.
I have a torch in my backpack.
Yeah, go for that.
Alright,
We'll use your basic dynamite.
I have a tinderbox if you don't want to waste your
You guys.
I think I have a tinderbox too, so if you want to use that, we'll have one.
And some rope so I can attempt to make a fuse.
So do I. Okay. Whatever's easier.
Alright, I'm gonna...
Should just offered it to the warden so he could kill himself easier.
You guys light it, and the fuse burns down. You guys are back at a safe distance off me, and the gate blows, and the dynamite very easily takes care of of the gate, and you walk out, and on the other side of this portcullis is this long drawbridge that's already down, and it's strange. As soon as you leave the walls of the prison, the rain stops, and you turn around, and you still see the clouds and such, but the rain just doesn't pass on beyond the prison walls. But you still feel this eerie feeling of death is just seeping from the prison, almost like this was a ground zero for something. And you walk across the moat, or the drawbridge that's over the moat, and you now understand why nobody's ever escaped the prison. The moat's full of just alligators, and it looks just rotten and poisonous, and the walls are just immensely or vastly high, and you realize that this was indeed the only way out. And as far as you're aware, you've left no one behind living in the prison other than Merlin and his library, and Horty somewhere on there with the rats that have survived. But he is likely being eaten alive as you stand there. You turn towards this facing away from the prison, and there's a long, winding dirt road that you see going to this dark and foreboding drawbridge. You see the sign that says Rottenwood Forest Entrance. And you don't know anything about this forest because when you were brought here, you were brought in a carriage that had no windows. So you're unsure of what lies ahead, but this forest looks almost as damned and depressing as the storm that is tearing down on this prison. But the road seems barely traveled. There's no really wagon wheels or anything. So you think it's been some time since anybody's last been to the prison, and you think it'll be some time until anybody realizes what has happened here. But you believe if you follow this winding dirt road, it will lead to a main road somewhere further into the forest. And then that is the completion of the first dungeon, and that was my plan end for this session, which works pretty good. It was 2 hours 50 minutes, so we made it work.
Oh,
Bro, we're just good. Good timing.
yeah, we're just getting better.
Yeah, no, you guys are great. So your current objective is to get to Mesquite with that note and find out why the three may be doing this, and you believe that it has something to do with necromancy or the undead, or some balance is off in the world. But as far as you're concerned, you're the only ones that know what's going on. Nobody's been to this prison yet. It's been secluded, and it doesn't look like people come by much that often. Almost as if like the guards here do rotation of months at a time, and supplies come at about the same rate. So you are the only ones in the world that know perhaps of this impending doom, unless there's other events like this elsewhere. But this feels like the start of something.
All right.
Yes. Gang.
But, all right, so we'll do next. You guys good? Well, next Thursday's Thanksgiving, so I probably won't do next Thursday.
No, I probably won't stream.
I won't be here.
So we'll do Thursday, December 1st.
Okay.
And that'll give me time to plan the next long leg. But this dungeon got us through 6 hours, so I'm pretty happy with it.
Hell yeah.
All right, sweet. All right, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks then.
I'm gonna turn to the party members and say, I hear this forest was named after the genitals of the trolls that live inside.
Nice.
Simon and Najad take.
God damn it.
I'll say you take 1d4 psychic damage, but this is your long rest opportunity, so it's not really going to matter in the end.
I got a 2, so.
I took 1 anyways.
Okay. And then you guys a long rest, so when we come back. And you also each get 250 more XP.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I think
you guys should be leveled up now, I think.
Yeah, I did level
You
up.
should all be level 2. Level up your guys, do whatever. And then your spell slots will refresh, and you should have full health because you're long resting.
Bet.
All right. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
250?
Yes.
All right.
See you, fellas.
All right, bye. Bye, cuties.
Bye.
All right. All right. That was episode 2 of our D&D experience. If you liked, don't forget to like and subscribe. I've had people ask me about scheduling, which will be in. I do a lot of my schedule updates on my Twitter, which I have now up here. Be right up there in the corner. So yeah, go ahead and follow if you wanna keep up to date with stuff. Usually, whenever I schedule a stream, I'll go over there and I'll tell you that I'm planning on streaming this day for this time at this time. And then I'll update that every so often. Usually I won't. I'll only plan about 1 week at a time. Usually in stream, I'll tell you when my next stream is going to be. I don't think we'll do stream next week, but that could change. So, like I said, my Twitter, I'll keep you up to date. Might maybe do a Wednesday stream. And I'm thinking about doing actually a weekend stream this week to make up for we had kind of shitty stream. I felt like yesterday's stream wasn't very good. There was a lot of issues, and I didn't really get to do it all what I wanted to do. I ended up doing tier list, and that was just I mean, it was all right, but it wasn't what I wanted to do. So I'm gonna probably do a stream this weekend. Twitter, I'll update you. Yeah, so like and subscribe. Twitter's up there. I'll have to add the Twitter to my exit screen here, but yeah. So good night, everybody. Signing off for the night.